هلا والله شباب، شو اخباركم؟ ايش تسوون؟ معكم احمد نشيط. تونا الحين مجربين لعبه شادو اوف موردر، اللعبه اللي متحمسين لها، والحين عندنا احد مطورين اللعبه روبرت، راح نتكلم وياه عن اللعبه. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Can you introduce yourself to our fans?
I'm Bob Roberts. I'm the lead gameplay designer on Shadow of Mordor.
Can you tell us more about Shadow of Mordor and the story behind Shadow of Mordor?
So the story, the basic setup is, thousands of years have passed since Sauron was defeated in the last alliance of men and elves. It's, Mordor has been basically abandoned for this time, and Gondor, humans have moved in and kind of created a civilization there. But as you see in The Hobbit and the books, Sauron is defeated in Dol Guldur and returns to Mordor at this point. And then there's this period of many decades before The Lord of the Rings actually starts, and that's where our game takes place, is in between The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, when Sauron returns to Mordor, and you're a ranger named Talion who's stationed on the Black Gates. There's a small skeleton crew of rangers of Gondor who are still there guarding Mordor against Sauron's return, but of course, when he returns, it's just overwhelming, and he just slaughters everyone, including you, so you're dead, and you're resurrected by this mysterious wraith. It's a spirit of vengeance that has this ancient grudge against Sauron as well, so he gives you the power to resurrect and then go deeper into Mordor and pursue your vengeance against Sauron.
So we have a spirit with us.
Right.
So by the end of the story, are we going to know what's that spirit and how it brought us back to life?
So that's the sort of central mystery of the game. Yeah, so you're going to be exploring through a lot of the game, that the exploration, the missions, the kind of cinematics and story will all kind of help kind of reveal slowly the mystery of the Wraith and who he is and what you're doing there.
Exciting, exciting. So I love the combat system. It reminds me a lot of Batman. It's another Warner Brother, but it's fun. It's fun. I love that mechanic. It's fast, and you can do a lot of stealth things. And it have this thing about like Lord of the Rings with the bows and everything. So how did you create that whole combat system?
Well, so obviously, like you said, we were heavily inspired by our WB brethren in Arkham. They do just like the best third-person melee combat out there. But of course, we also have the Wraith. We have the bow and arrow, the range and stealth, and some, a big difference for us too is we get to be lethal. Batman can't be chopping everybody's heads off. So that opens up some new possibilities too. So you can get a feel for how different it is moment to moment. The other thing that really helps feed into it is the sandbox nature of the game. The environment becomes a real participant in the battle and the play. And there's all these opportunities to, release crazy beasts and light everybody on fire. And, it's just a lot of open possibilities that melee combat, that core, third-person melee stuff it's in there, and it's fluid and it's fun and it's cinematically presented and everything. But there's a lot more kind of around it in that moment to moment too.
What I noticed is that the map is massive. For a game like Lord of the Rings, I think we never seen a Lord of the Rings game that have this massive open world map before.
Yeah, Mordor, it's entirely inside Mordor. The game takes place entirely there, but we wanted to show a couple different elements of it. It's not just the blasted hellscape that you know from the movies, where Mount Doom's erupted and everything's desolated. It's before that happens. So you've got some green, some lush, fertile areas, where he feeds his armies from, and you've got the different areas up near Udun, where up near the Black Gates it's a little bit more arid, but get some variety in there too.
So coming from the Middle East, I have to ask this question: is the game going to be localized to Arabic?
I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to find out for you.
As long as you think about it, that's good.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Any last words for the fan?
So it's coming out on October 7th, and we're really excited for people to get their hands on it. You guys just got to play it, and we feel like it really shines once you get to feel it. Yeah.
When I tried, I didn't want to leave the room. But we have another appointments and stuff. Yeah. It's fun, it's crazy, and it's better than what I expected. We went to the London event for the reveal, and what I saw at the reveal was way different. Way different.
Right.
It was the alpha build. This build was amazing.
That's what makes it so fun to demo too, is like literally if you came back later today or tomorrow, you'd have a completely different experience too, because we do this demo for in the big theater here. And a lot of games, like, they are doing the same demo, they've scripted it, they've rehearsed it, and by the end of 3 days of a big conference like this, you're repeating the same thing over and over. But with our game, that demo, it plays out so different every time. You can genuinely be excited and react to something new happening all the time.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
So guys, it's time to give you the best of E3 nomination. Nice. So this is the Best of E3 nomination.
Oh, that's amazing.
And not only that, you are the also Best Action Game.
Nice.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So the game looks amazing.
Thank you.
We were supposed just to play it for 30 minutes. We stayed for 1 hour. And that shows exactly how the game deserves to be nominated for Best of E3 and also Best Action Game.
Thank you so much. That's amazing.